startup is a very difficult journey with ups and downs. Even if you're successful, lots of downs. So having someone who has that passion and that tie to that domain, that industry, and that idea is critical.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
I got introduced to Barb through my neighbor, and she was like, oh, we have this really cool program that we think would be a good fit for you. And obviously I was familiar with what Shark Tank was as a concept. When I started my company, funny enough, we got asked if we would go on Shark Tank. I was like, no way, that seems like so mean. That seems like, I've seen the show, that seems so aggressive. And you know, when Barb asked me, I was like, that would be a great, that sounds awesome. Like I've had a lot of fun mentoring kind of early stage startups. I mean, it's an honor, and it's like, I feel that, you know, when I was coming up and I started as a first-time founder and everything, I went through programs like this, pitch competitions and stuff, and it was such an amazing learning and educational experience, and I was always so grateful for the feedback and for the time that people would take, you know, to kind of listen to the idea and give kind of honest, candid feedback about things. So I feel, you know, like I get to pay it forward, and now I get to go, I had these folks who were able to do this for me that really facilitated, you know, my journey, and the chance to get to do that for others is, you know, something I don't take lightly. It's pretty awesome. One of the things I care about most is what venture capitalists would call founder market fit, right? I love hearing a good origin story and seeing that the founder of this idea, whoever's kind of running it, has some unique connection, experience, you know, reason why they've decided to create a startup or this business or whatever it is, and like really understand the connection between the founder and that market. Because, you know, a startup is a very difficult journey with ups and downs. Even if you're successful, lots of downs. So having someone who has that passion and that tie to that domain, that industry, and that idea is critical. I think that in presentations in general, what a lot of people do is, one, they can be a little over-rehearsed or too rehearsed, and then it comes off feeling kind of fake, or that you don't necessarily believe what you're saying. So almost, you know, you don't want to look up there and kind of just mumble through everything and not do a good job, but there's also, you can have the extreme case where they're just like over-rehearsed. And the other thing is just giving too much information. You put up a slide, or you're going to give a presentation, and you talk for 3-5 minutes on one slide or whatever else, right? You're just like burying people with information. You just want to be able to tell a really good, convincing story that makes people want to pay attention and join you on that ride of, you know, the problem that you're solving and your solution for it. I think just do it is the biggest piece of advice I could give. I think a lot of people let perfect be the enemy of the good, and you try to think through all these possible scenarios, but none of it, I'm gonna date myself, none of us are like Miss Cleo, right? Remember, like the psychic on the infomercials at night? None of us are a psychic where we could go, oh, I have an idea.
Even she wasn't.
Yeah, exactly, she wasn't either. I have an idea, and this is how it's going to be monetized. These are the people that are gonna purchase it. These are gonna be my distribution channels. Like, no one knows those things and is right in the beginning. The key is just to have some ideas, be rigorous and ruthless about testing those ideas, and fail quickly and just keep doing it. And just have that drive to be like, it's okay to fail, I was wrong, but what's the right answer? So you waste so much time if you don't do that, and you're just kind of, everything's theoretical. Just do it, it's okay. I mean, most companies fail. What's the worst thing that happens? That you're gonna fail? Like, who cares? Just get out there and do it, and learn and have fun.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.